In today's episode, they're ringing out the bells for my arrival at St Paul's Cathedral. I get a job from the Tate Modern to Deptford and am pleasantly surprised. And finally, I bag a job to City Airport. And I instantly regret it. Hey, good morning you crazy cats. Welcome to a beautiful sunny London. There's the chariot over there. But it seems like London's on holiday. And you might be on holiday too. And if you're watching this on your sun lounger or beside the pool, well, hope you enjoy this shift video. One of those essential jobs. And unfortunately, there was no winner for Guess the Fare in the last episode. That was from Parade Street to Richmond, Cambridge Park. The fare came to £69 exactly. Like I said, it seems like the whole world is on holiday at the moment. Londoners have left, they're on holiday, and we've got tens of thousands of holidaymakers over here. And a lot of them are late risers, so don't expect things to start getting busy till after 12 o'clock. Thanks for jumping on board with me today, folks. Please consider subscribing. Your channel support is greatly appreciated. Oh, heading east then on the Uxbridge Road. Jumped into the car wash, got myself a soapy soak down and drove out shiny and brand new. Left onto the Uxbridge Road towards Shepherd's Bush Green. Couldn't get on to the Kensington rank. I think I've advertised that far too much and everyone else is going there instead of me now. So towards Paddington it was, and Parade Street. Did not get a bite on the way until I got to the Metropole Hotel. There was a space on the back of the 2-cab rank. And well, it looks like job number 1 will be coming out of here. Well, we've got to start somewhere, haven't we? So it's the Hilton Metropole this morning. And knowing my luck, we know what happens at the Hilton Metropole, don't we? I get a Paddington. It was a half an hour wait before the cab moved off in front of me, but just a few minutes after it had departed, well, my first job of the day had arrived. Please don't be Paddington. Hi there.
Can you take me to St Paul's Cathedral?
Yes, of course. And away we go, a nice run to the city. Forward Harbut Street, left Parade Street. We'll jump over the Edgware Road on to Chapel Street, then bear left into Old Marylebone Road. And then when the lights go green, it's a right turn onto the Marylebone Road, and we will take advantage of that bus lane all the way round into the city. No messing about with this job. Don't complicate it. Don't cut it up. Don't go through the middle of Mayfair, Piccadilly, or whatever. Use the ring road. We have to exploit our unfair advantage as cab drivers and jump into that bus lane. Marylebone Road, Euston Underpass, up onto the Euston Road, and just keep going. A wonderful job this is for job number 1. A bit of a roader, to be honest. Coming up past Euston Station now, and now we'll be passing the British Library, and then we'll be passing St Pancras Station on the left, and then King's Cross Station on the left also. It's forward now onto the Pentonville Road, and then bear right onto King's Cross Road, and King's Cross Road starts taking us down south into the city. Beautiful day today. Heat wave number 4 is on the way in the next couple of days, so we'll be enjoying that. There's a great summer feel about London. King's Cross Road then morphs into Farringdon Road, and then it's just a case of heading south towards the River Thames, towards Blackfriars. In not too long a distance, the Farringdon Road will morph into Farringdon Street, and we are well and truly into the city of London, past the Griffins on the poles. Looking for my left turn now onto Ludgate Hill. Going to get that pretty quickly. Forward St Paul's Churchyard. Look at that majestic building. Set down on left. Thanks. Are you sure? Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Great first job and an £8 tip, so not complaining. And while we're here, let's take a look at the beautiful and majestic St Paul's Cathedral. Right, let's go for job number 2. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. The wonderful bells of St Paul's Cathedral. About turn, let's head towards Fleet Street, up towards the Old Bridge, down onto the Strand, into Trafalgar Square, and jump up onto Waterloo Place, to the Sofitel St James's. I don't think we've been here before. Let's see what we get for job number 2.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Would you like a city airport?
Yeah, why not? Let's go to the city airport. Yeah, I guess we're going somewhere. Yeah.
I'll give you now.
Okay, thank you. City airport it is. Well, you can wipe that smile off your face now, Mark, because you haven't checked the road closures, have you? This is not going to be what you thought it was. Yeah, I had great hopes for this job, leave by left, Pall Mall East, and I'm thinking what a fantastic run along the river this will be. Forward into Trafalgar Square, and then left, Comply King Charles I roundabout. I'll just head into Northumberland Avenue, but I noticed it was blocked off, and I was thinking, what the heck's going on there? Right down Cannon Street here, we're up onto the Strand. We're doing Guess the Fare for this one, by the way. So it's about now I decided to get the Google Maps up, and I noticed that Embankment was shut. Lots of no entry signs along the embankment, but I was thinking, oh, maybe it opens again after the Old Witch and I could pop down there, or after Blackfriars. Well, it didn't. It was closed all the way up to the Limehouse Link. It was closed basically all the way to City Airport, access denied. I still have absolutely no idea what was going on there. Any cab drivers out there, let me know what was going on this Sunday. Okay, we're in St Paul's Churchyard, just where I dropped off. I'm now heading towards Cannon Street, and I'm trying to figure out a route to get to the City Airport. Now it looks like Mile End looks like the best choice for me to get me up and then down and heading into the airport from a northerly direction. Now I'm on Cannon Street now, just crossing over King William Street, then forward Great Tower Street, left Philpott Lane, right Fenchurch Street. I'm still looking at the traffic and the mapping at the moment, and this seems to be the quickest way, but it's still showing up to an hour for the whole journey, which, well, if the River Road was open, it would have been 30 minutes easily. Anyway, I'm explaining to the customers in the back that there is a problem, and they've already been informed by the concierge that there are road closures, so they have set off early. However, they did get a bit fidgety near the end of this journey. Right, we've made it on to the Mile End Road now. Traffic is awful. Everyone's doing the same sort of thing, and then I started noticing the traffic coming towards me in the other direction at the end of this journey. Well, that was very heavy as well, so that gave me lots to think about when I arrived at City Airport about how I was going to get back into the centre of town. Well, more about that later. Here we are, we're still on the Mile End Road, and we are heading towards Stratford. Checking the traffic conditions all the time on the mapping systems here just to see where the traffic's building up, and it's saying go straight ahead towards the Bow roundabout. Now we've jumped over onto the Bow Road. Bow Road is going to take me neatly up to the Bow roundabout. I'm going to navigate my way around there. This is a bit like going to the ABBA venue, isn't it? But I'm not going there. That's just around the corner. Comply Bow Road roundabout. Leave by Blackwall Tunnel Northern Approach. And then it's a left turn onto Abbott Street. And was the traffic absolutely horrendous on Abbott Street? Well, you bet it was. So jumped through that, left onto East India Dock Road, forward onto Newham Way, bear left for the slip onto Prince Regent Road, and that's going to take us south now, right down to the airport. Get to the end there, plenty of traffic. Look at the traffic coming against me here. That looks absolutely horrendous. Ebbing my way up to Victoria Dock Road, get through the light. I need that left turn. Passengers getting very twitchy about when will we arrive. Anyway, finally did get down to Victoria Dock Road, left turn, then Comply roundabout, leave by Connaught Bridge. There is London City Airport on my left, leave by left Connaught Road, follow that all the way round to the approach into the airport, set down on left. And just before I forget, that was Guess the Fare. So tariff 2 today. That was a good fare, actually. Can you guess what St James's Sofitel to London City Airport was? Flag 4 starts at £4.20. Then the fare rises in increments of 20 pence pieces. You can win one of these if you get it spot on. I'll let you know the answer in the next episode. Right, let's go hunting for job number 3. And that is not going to be easy. I did check out the rank at City Airport, but that wasn't moving, and I also didn't want a job that would get me back into that trouble again. So the best way back into town, well, I jumped on the North Circular and then cut through Hackney Downs up on to Kingsland Road and then around on to the Hackney Road, and that would take me west into the City of London. It was sure nice to be back into civilization again. Coming up to 4 hours and I've done 2 jobs. Abate, those jobs were very good. Hi.
We're going to Spitalfields Market.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, let's go to Spitalfields Market. A nice little in-town job. Leave on left the Hackney Road. Head westerly until I get up to Shoreditch High Street. It's all buzzing around here today, isn't it? Left onto Shoreditch High Street and head south. Don't head down to Bishopsgate, left onto Commercial Street, right into Jack the Ripper country, and I'll be setting down on the left for Spitalfields.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Can we grab this guy?
Yeah, sure. Where would you like to go?
Tate Modern.
Tate Modern.
Okay, one in, one out. Forward Commercial Street, head south. And we're going to have to jump over London Bridge, I think, for this job because of all the problems there are on the embankment. Right turn here onto Aldgate High Street, but that's just for taxis. That's going to take us through the High Street, and you'll notice lots of road closures on the left, telling drivers they cannot get down to the river today. Forward Fenchurch Street until we get to the junction of Bishopsgate. Let that vehicle pass me coming up from Philpott Lane, and then we'll get a left turn on to Bishopsgate. Once I've got that turn, it's just a case of heading down towards London Bridge. There it is, forward Great Tower Street, forward and bare left King William Street, and then over the bridge we go with the Shard on our left. Get to the lights at the end, no left turn into Tooley Street. We're heading over onto Borough High Street. Of course, Borough Market is absolutely packed today. Bear right onto Southwark Street and follow the road round all the way until we get a right turn onto Hopton Street, and Hopton Street will then lead into Holland Street. So we do that turn here, do a bit of a horseshoe, set down on left.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye. There you go, back jobbing in town again. Jobs number 3 and 4 back to back. That was Commercial, no it wasn't, it was, where was it? Bethnal Green Road to Spitalfields Market, then Commercial Street to the Tate Modern. And we're back in town and we're jobbing, which is what I like. While I'm here at the Tate Modern, I might as well hang around for 15 minutes and see what I get. And I don't think we've ever ranked up at the Tate Modern, or have me. Let me know in the comments below. To Deptford Park. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Deptford Park.
Deptford Park, I am really trying to figure out now, where am I going? And then the penny dropped. Forward Holland Street, left Southwark Street. I haven't been down there for years, especially the park. Anyway, do a right onto Southwark Bridge Road, left Marshalsea Road. Jump over Borough High Street towards the church, bear left, Long Lane right. Great Dover Street, that's going to take me all the way down to the Bricklayers Arms roundabout. From there, it's first left Tower Bridge Road, then a right onto Grange Road. Once I get through the lights, take that turn, head easterly and get on to Southwark Park Road. I'm literally trying to remember if I actually have ever done a job to Deptford Park, and I don't think I have. Anyway, all new to me then. For Southwark Park Road, let's do a right onto Raymouth Road. Go to the end of Raymouth Road. Once I actually do that right, Southwark Park Road is a very long road. And then I'll get to the end here and do a left onto Rotherhithe New Road. We are getting there, folks. Welcome to East London, South East London. So we're going along Rotherhithe New Road, left Rotherhithe Old Road, right Cope Street, right Lower Road. From here on then, I took guidance from the passengers in the back. I was looking for a right turn onto a lower road, then a left turn Hick Street, and then Deptford Park would be facing. Take a look.
Job number 5. That was Tate Modern to Deptford Park. I'm having the strangest jobs today. This is a real box of chocolates day. I haven't got a clue what I'm getting from one job to the next.
Okay, about turn from here, head up towards the Rotherhithe Tunnel and then do a left onto Jamaica Road. And from here, it's just a case of getting back towards Tower Hill, Tooley Street, Druid Street. And for me, well, let's try the Shard, the Shangri-La Hotel. Maybe we'll get something nice out of there to get us back into town.
We've made it. The Shangri-La Hotel at the bottom of the Shard. Hello there.
Houston, please.
I will get you there.
Yes, Euston Station, that's going to get me back into my normal stomping ground. Forward St Thomas Street, left Borough High Street, bear right Southwark Street. Head all the way to the end of Southwark Street. Now I'm thinking, which bridge am I going to use? Let's have a look at Blackfriars, but guess what? That's going to be absolutely hammered because everyone's using the bridges because the River Road is shut, and Blackfriars, well, I couldn't even get onto that bridge. So Waterloo Bridge it is. Get over onto Stamford Street up towards the Waterloo roundabout. I will comply with the Waterloo roundabout. Look at the traffic coming towards me. They're having the same problems. Can't get on the River Road. Comply roundabout and I'll leave by Waterloo Bridge. Beautiful evening. Look at that weather. Jump over the most beautiful bridge ever with the best views ever, then jump down into the Kingsway underpass and then get vomited back out onto the Kingsway. Doing my best to jump into the bus lane on the left, of course, because I need that. That's going to keep me going in a northerly direction and speed me up. Forward onto Southampton Road. The roadworks seem to have disappeared here from last week, so that's good news on Southampton Road. Now, in just a few seconds, we will be entering Russell Square. Russell Square will then move neatly into Woburn Place. As you can see, it's just a straight line all the way from the river, all the way from the Kingsway underpass, forward Tavistock Square, forward Upper Woburn Place, cross over the Euston Road, forward Evershot Street, set down on left.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Cheers.
Now this is better. I'm back into my normal stomping ground. I know my way around this part of London, and that's where I do most of my jobbing. Let's get out onto the Euston Road, New Cavendish Street, drop down onto Wigmore Street, bit of North Audley Street. Didn't get a job. However, I went all the way around Grosvenor Square, and the rank outside the Biltmore Hotel was empty, and I thought, I'm going to give that a go for sure.
Okay, another hotel, the Biltmore. Straight on, at point. Wow, someone's coming out. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We'd like to go to this restaurant.
And the restaurant, I'll put my reading glasses on,
It's on the street.
is called 5 Hereford Road.
Yep, it was one of the Persian restaurants on the Hereford Road, forward Grosvenor Square, forward Upper Grosvenor Street. I think it's called Jerez or Hemez or something like that. And then we'll cross over onto Park Lane and do a right Park Lane, forward and left Cumberland Gate. Not a cloud in the sky, it's turning into a beautiful evening. Left on to the Bayswater Road, and we'll head forward on towards Lancaster Gate. Lots of traffic trying to get into the park. Just past that, hit the red light, forward Lancaster Gate. And to be honest, this is basically just a straight line from east to west. We passed the station, Lancaster Gate now, and we're passing Lancaster Gate itself. Forward onto the Bayswater Road now. I'll be making a right turn soon. I will definitely need to do that to get to Hereford Road. Right onto Palace Court, left Moscow Road. At the end, right Hereford Road, set neatly down on the left.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Into one of the parts of London that I know very well here. So I normally get up to Westbourne Grove, cut through down to Notting Hill Gate, a bit of Kensington Church Street. That gets me down to Kensington High Street. Didn't get a nibble on the way down. So head towards the museums. They're normally pretty busy this time of year, and that's exactly what I did. Around the back of the Albert Hall Exhibition Road, got to the end of there, left turn onto the Cromwell Road, and all of a sudden, well, I've ended up ranking at the V&A.
Welcome to the Victoria and Albert Museum. Museums are particularly busy this time of year, and the great thing about them, apart from special exhibitions, they are totally free.
2 passengers, one was in a wheelchair, so of course we cabbies spring into action.
Do you want the ramp?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll put the ramp out, yeah. No problem.
Station St Pancras.
Some Pancras, yeah. Okay, no problem, yeah.
Okay, I've got my wheelchair passenger securely in, leave on left Brompton Road. Forward on the Brompton Road, traffic's looking awful in front of me at Harrods, so I cut through Lancelot Place, Trevor Square, and then out at Trevor Street onto Knightsbridge. It's always better on the northern side of this junction. You just move a lot faster, so that's a great cut through that we cabbies use to save us queuing up on the Brompton Road. Okay, through Scotch Corner, past the Mandarin Hotel on the left, and of course the underpass is open, so the traffic is gliding along, but we're not using the underpass. I'll be taking the slip road up to Hyde Park Corner, Comply Hyde Park Corner, lead by Park Lane. Heading in and out of the bus lane here, not too much traffic, which is nice to see. In a northerly direction towards Marble Arch, not going to Marble Arch of course, I'm going to be doing a right, let me get in lane, Brook Gate, Upper Brook Street, and then Grosvenor Square. Grosvenor Square, left turn onto Duke Street. I'm cutting this up a bit, could have used Gloucester Place, but to be honest, I just wanted to cut the corner off and show you a little bit of London. Past Selfridges on Duke Street there. A lot of people about today, after all, it is a Sunday. Right turn onto Wigmore Street, heading east now. Beautiful evening, London, you look absolutely fantastic. Left onto Wimpole Street. We'll go north onto Wimpole Street, heading towards the Marylebone Road, forward Upper Wimpole Street, stay in the right-hand lane. And finally, we are on the train station road. Yes, the Euston Road, the Euston Underpass. Did I use the underpass? No, I stayed in the left lane. Sometimes I can't remember, folks. Excuse me for that. And I don't want to get trapped in that underpass, so we use the bus lane coming out onto the east side of the underpass there. See, I've just jumped into making good progress now. We should be there in about 5 minutes, and you'll be there in about 5 seconds because I'm using time lapse. Jumping in and out of that bus lane past the British Library. We passed that for our first job this morning. What a day it's been. Will I be doing another job after this? Well, I'll tell you in just a minute. Left onto St Pancras Road, or Pancras Road, get towards the main line entrance at the top of the station, set neatly down on the left.
Job number 8, that was a wheelchair passenger from the Victoria and Albert Museum to St Pancras Station. I will show you how the ramp works. This is how we cater for disabled passengers in London taxis.
To get the ramp out, open the door, lift up the flap, pull the release lever for the ramp, pull the ramp out, then pull up the 2 side bars for security and fold the lip down. And to reinstall the ramp, lift the flap up, drop the 2 side bars, push the ramp back in till it locks, drop the flap and you're done.
Looks like the King's Cross rank is moving, so I might as well just rank on there for job number 9, my final job, hoping it's going west, but you never know.
As you can see, just about 5 or 6 taxis in front of me. A lot better than stretching all the way back to Camley Street.
Right, on point. Last one of the day. One for the road. Please be Ealing, please be Ealing, please be Ealing.
Kilburn Lane, please.
Kilburn Lane.
Well, that'll do, won't it? Takes me west, and west is best at the end of the day for me. We know that, lead by Pancras Road right onto the Euston Road. Yeah, this will be a great job for me to finish with. It's not going to Ealing, but it's certainly going in the right direction and eating up a few miles forward. Euston Underpass. Jump out of Euston Underpass onto the Marylebone Road. Please don't forget to subscribe, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this shift with me today. Wherever you are in the world, if you're on holiday or if you're still in London, enjoying this beautiful sunshine. Look at the sunset this evening. I'm thinking a trip down by the river with a few friends tonight would be a perfect end to the day. Look at this weather. Anyway, forward Marylebone High Street, jump into the slip on the left, comply Harrow Road, roundabout lead by Harrow Road, all the way around onto Warwick Avenue. Keep heading in a northwesterly direction on Warwick Avenue, left for Moses Street, right Shirland Road. Keep going on Shirland Road in the same sort of direction, northwesterly, until we hit the junction of Fernhead. Fernhead's going to take us all the way north up to Kilburn Lane, and all the time I'm getting closer and closer to Ealing. So this is a great finish to the day. Left onto Kilburn Lane, go all the way practically to the end Chamberlain Road, do the little wiggle at the end, and I'll sit down on left.
Right, that's your lot today. 9 jobs today in a 9-hour shift. 1 job an hour. One of the strangest shifts I've done on a Sunday. North, south, east and west. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, leave your answers for Guess the Fare in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget notifications. Until next time, see you back here.